Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So in the series of pattern printing, this is the next pattern that we are going to print today. Now if you have seen my previous videos, we have already printed such type of pattern. The only difference is that in the previous pattern, all the rows and all the columns only had stars, but over here we have to print some numbers. So now let's first analyze the pattern. So over here we can see that for this diamond has two parts. The topmost part has the numbers that are increasing, that is the number of characters being printed in the first row is 1, in the second is 3, in the next is 5, and so on. And for the bottom half the numbers decreases. So what we are going to do is we will take we are going to first calculate that till which point the numbers are increasing, and we will have to add a if else loop for this to handle, so that one part of the if block takes care of the top half of the diamond and the other part takes care of the lower half. Now over here the number of rows here is 7 plus 6, that is 13. So let's do it for 13. Now in 13 number of rows, the break point is 7, that after 7th row the number of elements start to decrease. So over here we can say that our mid is n plus 1 by 2, because if my n was 11, then the decreasing point must have started from the row number 6. So over here I'll add a if else block, that if my I is less than equals to mid, certain function has to be done, else something else has to be done. Now now for both the parts we can see that first we have to print some spaces and then we have to print some numbers. Now coming to numbers, over here we can analyze that for this part, up till this part, the numbers are being printed in ascending order, that is from 1 to a certain number. But for this part the numbers are being printed in descending order, that is from a certain number to 1. So from here we can tell few parts of the code. Like for both the parts, first we'll have to print some spaces, then we'll have to print some numbers ranging from certain number to certain number, and this part will be for the ascending order, and then again we'll have to print some numbers in the descending order, and the same thing has to be done in the else block. Now in case if you're new to my video, I have created a function known as space, which takes n as a parameter and will print n continuous spaces in a row. And there is another function print, which takes parameters as start and end, and if start is greater than equal to end, it will print the numbers in decreasing order, and if start is smaller than end, then it will print the numbers in increasing order. So this work has already done. So over here it will be really easy for us to code for this pattern. So now let's first see how many spaces are to be printed. Now we can see it for the first half first. So over here we can see that for the first row we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 number of spaces. Second row has 5 spaces. Third row has 4 spaces, fourth row has 3 spaces, and so on. Now over here we can see that the total sum is coming to be 7, which is our mid over here, and from this we can conclude that the number of spaces being printed is equivalent to mid minus the current row number. So over here the number of spaces that are being printed is mid minus current row number. Now let's analyze what is the range of numbers being printed in the increasing order for the top half. Now over here we can see that this is our row number 1 and the end element is 1. For row number 2, the end element is 2. For row number 3, the end element is 3, and so on. So we can say that for the first part, that is the increasing number part, over here the numbers are being printed from 1 to my current row number, which is I over here. Now let's see for the second part, which is where the numbers are decreasing. Over here we can see the starting element is 1 over here when the ending element was 2. Over here when ending element was 3, the numbers were starting from 2. So we can say that the starting element over here is I minus 1. So over here we'll have I minus 1 and it will go up till 1. So this was for the top half. Now let's analyze for the bottom half. Now in the bottom half of the pattern, let's first see how many number of spaces are to be printed. Now for row number 8, we have only one space. Row number 9 has 2 spaces. Row number 10 has 3 spaces. Row number 11 has 4 spaces, and so on. So over here, if we analyze closely, that the difference between these two comes out to be 7, which is our mid over here. So the number of spaces being printed is equivalent to the row number, that is the current row number, minus mid. So over here we'll have I minus mid. These number of spaces are being printed for the bottom half. Now let's see what is the range of numbers. Now over here one thing is common, that for ascending and descending, the starting number in the descending portion is 1 less than the ending element of the ascending portion. So if we calculate for any one of them, the second can be easily drawn from it. So now let's see for the ascending part. Now here we can see that when my row number was 8, my last element was 6. For row number 9, it was 5. For row number 10, it was 4. For row number 11, it was 3. For row number 12, it was 2. And for row number 13, it was 1. Now over here we can see that the sum of these two comes out to be 14, which is our n plus 1. So from this we can say that the numbers are in this part are being printed from 1 to n plus 1 minus our current row. So it will be n plus 1 minus I. So over here n plus 1 is 14. So 14 minus 8 will come to be 6. 14 minus 9 will come to be 5, and so on. And since this number is n plus 1 minus I, this will be n plus 1 minus I minus 1. That will be n minus I. So from here we can say that the numbers for the first half are being printed from 1 to n plus 1 minus I, and for the second half, that is for the descending order, the numbers are being printed from n minus I till 1. So let's see if this code works. See, our pattern has been printed. So this was all for today's video. In case you have any doubt, you can leave down your doubt in the comment section. And if you want me to solve any particular question of yours, you can comment that question with the hashtag #CodeMyQuestion. I will also be leaving my GitHub link in the description box where I will be uploading all these codes. So you can go there and see these codes over there as well. Also, if you like my videos, then please subscribe to my channel.